At Nazareth House in Los Angeles, the Sisters of Nazareth bring comfort, care, and the joy of living to every one of the residents. This is not your average senior living facility. The staff provide everything from independent living to hospice care, all within a peaceful community that truly creates a home for everyone here. The beautiful grounds at Nazareth House are made even more so by the hearts that fill this place. Holistic care of mind, body, and spirit is offered to seniors, all with the vibrant care from the Sisters of Nazareth. One of the nuns, Sister Gertrude, explains the history of how this house became a home for people entering their later stages in life.
We're the congregation of the Sisters of Nazareth, and our congregation was started in London, England.
Okay.
Probably about 1851.
Wow.
By a woman by the name of Victoire Laminiere. This Nazareth House here in Los Angeles started back in the Depression, started in Hollywood in an apartment house. After World War II, there are so many people that were trying to get into Nazareth House that the sisters just couldn't do it anymore, so they decided to look for bigger property. They were able to purchase this land, which there was nothing around them at the time. And then this original building was put up a little bit later on.
Executive Director Josephine, affectionately referred to as Fina, helps make Nazareth House not only a beautiful place to live, but a fun one as well.
When residents come in, we provide them with lots of services, from housekeeping to dining to caregiving to clinical. If they need more care, we have a place for them, and we provide for them till their end of their day. They don't have to worry about anything except having fun and taking care of themselves.
That is amazing.
And we have activities like today, choirs came in, we have bingo, we have exercises every day, we have the rosary for spiritual, we have mass every day at 9:30. There's a full activity day for residents to kind of enjoy. If they want it or not, is available. We have that environment that we get the resident to feel like they're home.
Yeah, and it seems like the difference between a facility and a home is that warmth, that love, that sense of community, that sense of belonging, and it sounds like you all really bring that.
We're a Catholic institution, we are faith-based. We do accept people from other religions, but that faith is important, and it's kind of guided by our core values. And these core values aren't just pictures on the wall, they're things that the staff really tries to live. Hospitality is one, obviously.
Is it really? Okay.
That's our big one.
Yeah.
Hospitality, but then we work with residents, so you need to have compassion, you need to have patience, you need to love these people, you need to respect them. And we have staff, you need to just treat our staff justly as well, too.
They have 6 core values, and that's reflected in all the staff here. It's imbibed in their characters, the way they relate to us. I cherish the relationships I've already built here and the ongoing ones here. They're like family. You know, not only the residents, but the staff. We have retired clergy here, retired nuns.
Well, I'm a Franciscan friar. I was for 11 years at Malibu at a retreat center we have there. And when I turned 80, I realized I needed assisted living. So I wanted a place that was nearby Malibu where I could go back and forth and help on weekends. And I had seen this place about 10 years ago. I am able to do ministry as much as I can handle. I like the idea of having the chapel nearby as well, you know. I asked God for a sign that this is the place He wanted me to be. There was a fellow that was in this minor seminary with me, and I hadn't seen him since 1960. I got here 3 years ago. When I saw him, I said, wow, this is my sign.
That's amazing. The medical staff makes sure that hospitality is infused into this crucial aspect of care.
We've had clients that would come in here and for one reason or another, they have a stigma in their mind of what it is to come to a kind of an institutionalized system, right? Unfortunately, they've had some bad experiences, just being so rushed that people don't have time to really get to know them. And implementing what our core values are here with our residents, we see that shift over time, that little by little, they'll open up. The person that wouldn't give you the time of day and didn't want to hear what you had to say, now suddenly wants to have a conversation with you, is more open and receptive to their care, and overall really brings out what our mission is here, is to provide excellent care to our residents and do it in a holistic way to where we are able to address those needs at the individual level.
And of course, part of that great care means serving great food.
So the residents' doctors, they give us a diet plan for some of them, and we follow that for the residents that do need diets.
Nice.
And just for like regular residents that don't need diet, we give them our daily meals.
Yeah.
Or they get a pick off from the all-day menu and just get to decide on what they want to eat for that day. Most of them, they have like one specific meal that they love. So we try our best to provide them with that, but we always change our meals.
Sure. Do you have any favorite stories from working with the residents or working with coworkers?
Yeah, Irene, she's one of our residents here.
Yep.
She like loves me. She calls me her great-great-grandchild. She really does adore me, and I adore her as well. She's very sweet, wholesome, very happy.
While Nazareth House has been a chosen home for many, it has also been a refuge for others.
My condominium in the Palisades burned, you know what.
Just this past January?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
on the 7th of January.
Yes.
The whole building collapsed. So I had no other place to go. And then it seems by the grace of God, I knew Nazareth House a few years ago. I was with a friend, volunteer here. So I've been here for 2 months only, you know. But I'm very, very pleased. The people are so nice, and the helper are very, very kind people, you know.
Right.
Yeah, and you have 3 meals a day, you know, so what can I ask for more?
And for some, it's been the faith-filled foundation that has been the biggest blessing. What made you choose Nazareth House specifically?
The chapel.
Really? It was the chapel?
The chapel is right in the building. I used to live in Santa Barbara for 31 years. I had to take the bus to church, 16 blocks. And sometimes when I miss the bus, I have to walk, whether it's sunny or rainy. What I wanted to do was to find a place that I could move to when I need to.
So the chapel is what drew you to this place specifically?
Yes.
The fact that the Eucharist, the Mass, that's central to this facility?
Yes, that's all I wanted.
Yeah.
We can be very noisy sometimes, but when you have a large family like us,
Right.
it can be noisy.
Yep.
But at least you know people are in there with you.
Yeah.
I always want to make sure that they're smiling, because at the end of the day, I don't know what they're going through, and I always want to be there for them.
Many of my residents right now are going through a vulnerable stage in life. So it's very important for us to make the resident feel that they are safe, they are valued, and they are being taken care of.
Here, we don't say that you're in a facility. We say that you're in our house, right? Because at the end of the day, this is their home, and we want them to feel that love here.
It seems like this place really couldn't exist without community. It's
No.
very in the bones of Nazareth House.
And it's all about, you know, being hospitable and being nice and being caring for your staff and your community and your residents.
Yes. Whether you're part of the staff or one of the residents at Nazareth House, you are part of a community that keeps care for one another front of mind every day.